Hey, RetconRaider here. Before we get started, I'd just like to thank the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible. With special thanks to Anerdinwarpaint, Antonio Hernandez, Matthew Holmquist, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Wasteland 3, as we continue and hopefully conclude this whole bizarre experience. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has been fun, but there's only so many icy tunnels you can explore before they all start to blur together, and there's only so many clowns you can kill before they all blend together into one giggling bloody mess. That said, we do have a choice to make. We can either head straight to what is obviously a boss chamber, or we can head back up top to do some emergency restocking. And considering that we are running perilously low on sniper rounds, I think this is a pretty obvious decision. We will secure our exit. Oh, that's fun. A waste wormling. Another classic Wasteland enemy. Returned for Wasteland 3. I do appreciate a good callback. Given that we took down that frost crawler in a single turn, I think it's pretty safe to assume we can just blitz through these guys. Alright, that's one down. Let's go ahead and rally. Prep for incoming. I think these things have some sort of area attack, so we'll try to spread out a bit. Oh, that hurt. Nice. You can always count on the pet pals to have your back. You know, when they're not on their union-mandated breaks. Thanks for that, Tom. And there we go. Aside from some massive poisoning, I think that went pretty well. Oh shoot, are you telling me we don't have any antitoxins? Ah, that's fine. I'm sure a little poison never killed anyone. Don't fact check that. Sorted garbage. Dragon ornament. Dragon, dragon, great is your heart. Massive your body, but you are not smart. Well, that's rude. Then again, I suppose if they were smart, they wouldn't be extinct. Or, something to that effect. Oh, that's interesting. We've got a bit of a blocked off passage here. Right on the other side of those animal tracks. We can actually kind of see an animal track on this side, too. I wonder if we could have actually done something with this. If we had come this way first, instead of rousting the clowns from the other side. I mean, obviously it's a moot point now, but it is always nice to see alternate solutions. Yep, and it looks like this is our way back into the bazaar. Let's hope these guys don't freak out too badly when we crack this door open. I've got to imagine the payasos have them on edge.
Whoa! Whoa, stop! Where the fuck did you come from? You can't come in here.
But we have an entrance pass.
Alright, so you do. But I didn't see you go in. What the hell were you doing in the Warrens, man?
Oh, you know. Fighting a bunch of lunatics dressed up as clowns. The usual.
Did you just say clowns? Fuck! So I'm not going insane! That's good. We've been hearing laughter and giggling coming from the Warrens, and people keep disappearing. Our boss Flab's gonna want to hear about this. You guys can find him upstairs. Head upstairs and talk to Flab. He'll make it worth your while.
Will do. Thanks, Frank.
Head right through. Good luck.
Oh, okay. So we're in a straight up pig pen. And we've got a DJ. Cool. I guess this is the clown who keeps blasting Monster Mash on the radio.
Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to the house of DJ RIP! I take it you're here for the giveaway contest!
Yes. Yes, we are.
Alright. We're live in 3, 2... Alright, everybody! It's time for another round of DJ RIP's Believe It or Not! We have some new faces for you today. Hey, introduce yourselves to our audience.
We're the Rangers.
The Rangers of Colorado! Get ready for the question, but first, a quick shout out to today's sponsor, the fabulous Chick Flicks Theater. Come see their shows, come again, then leave satisfied.
Wildly inappropriate.
Now, your question. In the year 1984, a giant marshmallow man attacked the city of New York. Believe it or not?
Ooh, an actual Ghostbusters reference. And people laughed at me when I sank those 3 points into pre-deluge movie trivia. I'm gonna go with not.
Correct! The giant marshmallow man was fictional, folks. No matter how many times he pops from the movies into my nightmares. Anyway, here is your reward, fine folks. And for our listeners, this one is for all you sinners out there.
Cool. So, who are you?
DJ RIP in the house! Basement. I'm the Bazaar's resident jockeyer of discs and spinner of plates, here to entertain the masses.
Sure. But, why are you down here?
Used to have my booth up above, but they told me my sounds were bothering the fine folks doing their shopping. No skin off my teeth there. As long as I have my music, I'm fine wherever. Some creepy shit going on around here, though. Those weird sounds coming from the Warrens ain't helping me focus on my work. Hopefully Flab can figure it out.
What can you tell us about this area?
It used to be a fine place to play some music and relax, but there's been too much weird shit lately, you know? Keep hearing laughter coming from deeper down the Warrens, people disappearing. I don't know, man. Bad stuff.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
You know, it is kind of interesting, knowing now that, the Patriarch basically conquered the monsters over 50 years ago. Because most of these guys that we're running into are clearly under 50. With the exception, of course, of Flab and maybe a couple of his guys up top. Which honestly means at this point, the monsters are mostly comprised of people who never even participated in their older, savage ways. Pig feed is in the process of being prepared. Their diet seems to consist of aging root crops and other leftover vegetables. That is actually refreshing. You'd really expect the monsters to have some hidden secret like feeding corpses to their pigs. They are really just glorified mall staff at this point.
Hey there. Always good to see some friendly faces down here. Don't go near the cages, though. The little piggies are friendly, but they'll bite if they get spooked. Oh, don't mind the smell. Nothing some fragrant flower beds wouldn't fix. Only thing is, we ain't got any of those down here in the Warrens.
Oh, hey, what a coincidence. We found some perfume. You could soak a rag in it, put it over your nose, and you won't smell pig shit anymore. Interested?
Inflame pig balls, you're a lifesaver. Yes, absolutely, I'll take that off your hands. And here's a little something for your troubles. You come back anytime now, okay, friends?
Thanks. So, can you tell us about the Warrens?
Ah, yes. Dug out by the monster army ages ago. The whole tunnel network used to belong to us. And from what I hear, we had some fun in there. Nowadays, it's not safe. Something is roaming the deeper tunnels, so best to stay clear.
Right. So you take care of the pigs here?
Yup. Pigs have been a part of the monster army and the bazaar as long as it's been around. Not a common good out here, you see. Highly valued. So we keep them well-fed, happy, and guarded.
That certainly makes sense, given that the previous pig farmers did not guard their pigs. And we all know how that turned out. So, what's that outfit you're wearing?
This? The traditional garb of the monster army tenders. Our job is to tend to our piggies, as well as do any maintenance needed to keep this place up.
Cool. Bye.
Y'all come back now.
Will do. Gwynplaine. Gotta say, I really do like these guys. Including their fashion sense. What's not to like?
Hey now, stay away from the cages.
Right? Sorry. Okay, I think we're pretty much done down here, except for that one mystery chamber. So, let's go check in with Flab.
Rangers? Are you...
Dr. Coldcut can
Ooh, we should get something hot to drink for the trip home.
Rangers? Are you here to help us?
Esteemed guests, have you found out what is haunting our warrens?
Yeah, we were in the Warrens. We saw a bunch of thugs dressed as clowns.
Clowns! No! It's impossible! They would not come all this way. They can't!
You know these clowns?
In a manner of speaking, yes. Los Payasos are one of the wild gangs that escaped the Patriarch's control. Disorganized, uncontrollable, but dangerous. If there is something you care about, their joy is to watch that thing burn. If it is Los Payasos down there, we truly need your help. They would not hesitate to kill every living thing in my home in the most unspeakable ways. We won't be safe until every last payaso is dead.
I think we can manage that. Oh, we also found several dead bodies down in the Warrens.
Alas, I held out an inkling of hope that we'd find some of our missing people alive down there. You bring sad tidings, but thank you for letting us know. We'll inform their families.
All right, good to know.
The bazaar will be waiting.
Honestly, even for an original monster, Flab seems like a pretty decent guy.
That's the dog says I got the...
Dr. Coldcuts can cure what ails ya.
It's safe.
Get your protective gear here.
Let's go ahead and hand off that ramen while we're here.
Something hot.
Hot noodles?
Ooh, we should get something hot to drink for the trip home.
I see you have been sanctified by Piatkowski. Hope it didn't hurt too much. Nothing a good bowl of noodles won't put right.
Makoto, here are your instant ramen noodles.
Yes! My friend, you don't know what this means to me. You have altered the course of human gastronomical history. Here, a small measure of my gratitude. Ah, and of course, as we discussed, I'll be happy to join you at your HQ now. Let me pack up my supplies and I'll see you there.
Neat. Welcome aboard.
See you at Ranger HQ.
You too, buddy. Also, I think we just pulled multiple level ups. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of points to distribute here. Alright, well, we've got to restock while we're here anyway, so let's hit the pause button. I will sell off our vendor trash, do a modest ammo restock, and figure out what we're going to do with these level ups. We'll be right back. And we are back. You'll notice we've had a slight shift in position. I remembered we had one silver coin left, so I figured we'd go ahead and pop that into Vendo real quick, see what that gets us. I'm hoping there might be some grand prize for finding all the coins, but I'm certainly not holding my breath.
Initiate customer protocol. Valued customer, enjoy your fabulous prize. My riches, please.
Alright, so a pack of Eterna tarts. I'm certainly not complaining, but definitely nothing to write home about.
Have an awful day, thieves.
You too, Vendo. Always a pleasure. Anyway, let's take care of these level ups. First up, we're going to max out pretty much everyone's coordination. That's pretty much a no-brainer. You can never have too many action points. Next, it turns out that Lucia has a floating perk point for some reason. So we're going to drop that into Scrounger's Touch, which honestly we're a bit overdue on taking. That is pretty much mandatory if you really want to make full use of weapon mods. And it is, of course, why I've been hoarding so many weapons instead of just selling them. This should hopefully let us start optimizing our gear. We are going to bank most of these skill points, but we are going to go a bit crazy with Doll here and go ahead and bump her Animal Whisperer up to 5. That will leave her devoid of skill points, but she is right on the cusp of going up a level, so she'll have more soon. And that will also allow her to take the Waste Wolf, which in turn will give her that extra sneak attack damage. I will admit we are spreading her pretty thin here, but I'm honestly not too worried about that. She gains levels faster than anyone else in the party. And then, just to maximize that sneak attack bonus, we'll go ahead and grab Spirit Animal as well. She has perk points to spare. Nothing for Long Way. But we are going to bump up Bonker's first aid skill. That will give him access to the Physical Therapy perk, which is actually deceptively good. On its face, it just grants a chance to buff an ally when you revive them in combat. But what it doesn't tell you is that if that buff procs, it also cancels out the debuff you would normally suffer for being downed in the first place. So it's kind of a twofer, given that we are getting to the point where some of our guys are getting one-shotted. I think that is a pretty sound investment. And that brings us to Jody. Sweet Jody Bell. Given that we are trying to keep her 1 point behind the highest in our squad for all these support skills, we can now go ahead and boost her first aid to 6. And then we'll go ahead and bump her sniper rifles too. Unlike the support skills, she can't steal XP from Doll by being a better shot. That also gives her access to concentration, which is basically a no-brainer. She's practically immobile in combat anyway, so it's essentially a net plus 10% to hit every round of combat after the first. Alright, now we just need to swap Waste Wolf with Gun Bunny. This'll take a moment, so let's skip forward real quick. And welcome back. I may have made a mistake here because... Yeah, it looks like our animal companion stats have reset after the swap. Gun Bunny was definitely providing a plus 20% initiative boost when she was attached to Doll. I'm not sure why it fluctuated like that. I guess I shouldn't overthink it though. It might reset once we move to another cell or reload into the game. Anyway, what's done is done. Those clowns aren't going to kill themselves. Well, most of them won't. You guys coming? You're usually a lot more enthusiastic about gratuitous bloodshed. Okay, let's see what we've got here. On the monitor, the following words appear. Payasos only, culleros. If you can't finish the limerick, you don't get through the door. Comprende? First line's free. You pendejos all want us to croak. Now type in the next one. We're the punchline to every joke. So far so good, puto. What's next? But El Payaso Major... Halfway there, fucker. Now what? We'll even the score. Now finish it, motherfucker. You pendejos all want us to croak. We're the punchline to every joke. But El Payaso Major will even the score. Okay, so all of these could Okay, so most of these could potentially fit into that space. I'm going to guess it's the most vulgar one, though, and I am not going to read that. There, you made it. Go the fuck in. What a surprise.
El Payaso Rojo's return is nigh! The Grand Carnival will consume all! Ready your paints, prepare your acids, gather all ye of shoes floppy and noses red. Our trusted spy, El Gran Gurn, brings word of villains from the desert who come in service of corruption. We call upon El Payaso Rojo. Grant us the power to torment our enemies and tear their flesh asunder. Ruination is come! On the first day, El Payaso Rojo welcomed the weak and the desperate, and did say, look upon this mother and the dead child in her arms, laugh at her suffering, and verily,
Hallowed be his shoes
you will
that squeak
prosper.
in the blood of fools.
I think we get the idea.
Let the suckers suffer, lest we suffer in their place.
I will say, I do find it fascinating how they approached the gangs of Colorado in Wasteland 3. Like, they have these rich backstories, and in some cases, deceptively deep methodologies and motivations, but you don't actually get to explore them for the most part because it's stuff that's already been resolved before you ever even arrived in Colorado. I mean, in this case, the Payasos are essentially treated as two-dimensional villains for you to shoot in the face. But, they have this whole backstory surrounding the Clown Museum in Colorado, and El Rojo, the Red Clown, who's already dead by the time the game starts. I will concede that it does make for a very unusual and interesting approach, essentially dropping the players into the aftermath of someone else's campaign. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder if it would have been more satisfying if the player had gotten to experience a lot of this stuff firsthand, rather than just finding out about it after the fact.
Lest we suffer in their place. Amen. El Payaso Rojo.
That said, at least we get to shoot some murder clowns, so that's something.
Hallowed be his shoes that squeak in the blood of fools.
All right, let's get this party started. Fortunately, we brought some pretty spectacular party poppers.
El Payaso Rojo!
And now. Well, at least we took one of them out. It is always interesting to see how wildly inconsistent these anti-tank missiles are when deployed against supposedly soft, squishy targets. Thank you, Miss Wesson. Just hang back for a sec. Interesting. The hot dogs are actually listed as non-hostile. I wonder if we can somehow use that to our advantage. Looks like Jody ended up out in the open too, so we're going to have to do some shuffling here. Okay, let's do this. Oh, right, and rally. Almost forgot. Tame predator. I mean, it's a stretch to call a pig a predator, but I wonder if we can actually use that on these hot dogs. Though, I think I'd worry too much about the collateral damage, so let's stick with more conventional strategies for now. That should keep their gunners busy, and hopefully distract any pigs they happen to ignite. That said, they might not be able to ignite them at all if we take these guys out. Hey, it finally worked. I think that's the first flamethrower guy we've actually insta-killed. Let's bring Retcon up. As always, leading from the front. Nice. Low damage, but ongoing fire DOT plus a massive accuracy debuff. No clean shot at that second flamethrower, so... I guess we had to hit that 5% miss chance eventually. Moving up. Let's bring him up a little closer. Make sure we get that flamethrower guy in there. Missed the guy on the left, but that's fine. Not really.
Dance, pendejo, dance!
Uh-oh.
Gonna give you the runaround, mamon!
What's black and blue and red all over?
I didn't even notice those boxing gloves. Nice. That is a mass AP debuff on pretty much every nearby organic enemy. Even the Provost is getting in on the fun. Good for him. Nice shot, too. Alright, let's go ahead and start trimming the chaff. I think we've got this. Hello. Goodbye. Definitely need to start bumping Lucia's coordination. Guess he didn't see that coming. Not sure we can get a clean shot at these other guys. Let's try this.
If you're looking for trouble, you found it. Right, guys?
You are correct, Miss Bell. Okay, let's go grab us a saw pup. Right flank cleared. Let's see what we can do about the guys on the left. Well, I really thought that would drop him. Good luck, Bonkers. Actually, I think we might be able to do something here. I don't think we can fit a flamethrower cone through that gap, but we might have another option. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's definitely not going to work. We would inflict massive friendly fire. So we will just do this instead. Honestly, it's about time we tried these things out. That is adorable. Oh. So, it turns out that tiny bullets are still pretty bad for you. Good to know. I was really hoping that would have a more hefty impact on their damage output. Minus 35% is not bad. Those guys just crank out a lot of damage. Looks like it gives them a small evasion buff too, which I guess makes sense. Useful, but yeah, these things are very situational. Nice pathing there, Longway. And it is over. We'll just let the pet pals finish off the saw pup. Huh. I actually forgot there was a buff if Ret revives someone. Alright, let's just chill out for a sec.
Knew you had my back.
Could have gone a little smoother, but that wasn't too bad. Really, we just suffered some small flesh wounds. Let's have a look around. It's interesting. Now we've got all these dynamite-strapped pigs just wandering around. I'm not sure what we can do with these things. It actually seems like a terrible idea, but let's see if we can charm one. Guess not. Seems like a missed opportunity. A statue of Jesus has been adorned with clown garments and makeup. Oh, that is disappointing. They gave us yet another nail box instead of those boxing gloves that Ditso Gogo was clearly wearing. That really feels like another missed opportunity. We will carefully skip the safe key. Ditso's letter. This letter is written in precise block letters on a scrap of ancient stained notebook paper. Picture of a clown. A black and white picture of an ordinary-looking man standing in front of a partially obscured sign. The visible letters read, "Howdy do." On the back of the photo is scrawled, "I did it. I figured out who Clarabelle is." Sure. It is amusing that, aside from obviously idolizing El Payaso Rojo, the Payasos basically just kind of mishmashed a whole bunch of different pre-deluge clown icons into sort of an incohesive whole. Which makes a lot more sense once you realize that they drew their primary inspiration from the Clown Museum, which just had a whole mix of different things in it, with the only real unifying theme being clown. Aha. Yeah, that should be good for an extra 100 experience points or so. Storage unit key. A bit late for that, but we will take it. Decoys, always welcome. A clown horn. I guess that makes sense. Not the most exciting prize, but fitting. Yeah, I really can't say there's anything here that was too great, but I guess I'm not complaining. It is free stuff. And unlike a lot of the loot we find, there were some things in there we can actually use, so yeah, that's fine. Let's have a look at that letter we found. Hey, Ditzo! Get your chanclas on, pendejo. I want you to take some pesos and go fuck up the bazaar. Find a way inside. I don't give a shit how you do it. Bribe somebody, blow somebody, whatever. And then dig in like a tick. I hear there's tunnels below the old mall where the locals keep their pigs. You ought to be right at home there. Fucking traitors think they're safe. Think they can squat at some old mall and sell their crap like it was the good old days? Well, El Payaso Rojo ain't gonna stand for that shit. You make 'em suffer any way you can. Drown the goddamn place in blood. This is your big chance, cabron. Don't fuck it up. Lecherito. Guess we're not quite done killing clowns after all. Story of my life. I think I also saw a few level ups pop. Okay, just the one, but that might change once we go talk to Flab. Speaking of which, let's go turn this sucker in. Oh, you know what? Let's see if these guys have anything to say.
The giggling stopped. It finally stopped. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, the laughing stopped. Well, that was you guys, right? Great job.
Thanks, my man.
All right.
Fields full of lilies.
The woman inhales deeply from the cloth stuffed underneath her mask.
Y'all come back now.
We probably won't, but you never know. Take it easy, guys. You must gather your party before venturing forth. There we go. Aha!
Be very careful.
Dr. Cold Cuts can cure. Dr. Cold Cuts can cure what ails ya.
Okay, as I suspected,
Very
one
careful
of
if you're heading
our
down
animal
below.
abilities did update after his own transition. Not sure why the other one didn't.
Esteemed guests, we still need your help to cleanse the warrens of our Payaso pests.
Yep, happy to say we took care of all the Payasos in the Warrens.
This news lightens the heart you've done us all a great service. All our stores are open to you at a discount. And here, take this as a token of my thanks.
Nice. $1,000, a boatload of rep and fame, what looked to be an intimidation skill book, and a standing discount on all the shops here at the bazaar. That is actually very generous. I like you, Flab. It's been a genuine pleasure doing business.
The bazaar will be waiting.
All right, folks. We are past time, but I think this is a pretty good stopping point. I think we're pretty much done here at the bazaar, at least for now. Though we do have at least one or two minor loose threads we still need to tie. I'd also actually like to take full advantage of that discount he just gave us. Because while we did do a light restock earlier, I tried to keep it pretty modest. Just 50 bullets here and there. So, we'll hit the pause button for now. I will canvass the area, see what else we still need to do. And I'll go through our inventory, sell all of our vendor trash, decide which weapons to scrap, get our weapons modded, and we will pick up here next time. Ready and able to take on whatever post-apocalyptic Colorado throws at us next. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Wasteland 3, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official social media feeds, or the official store pages. As always, links are in the description.
See you at Ranger HQ!